Hello and welcome to day 21 of 30 days mobility training. Today we are doing a full body mobility routine. We will start with neck circles, gently rolling from one shoulder to another shoulder. You can do different variations. You can do a full circle. See what feels good for you. Now let's roll our shoulders, first backwards, now forward, now bring your arms up for the triceps stretch. You can do a dynamic variation I'm doing here, or you can hold for 30 seconds, each arm in a static stretch. Let's warm up our arms, swing them forward and then backwards in this dynamic stretch. For your chest, for your shoulders, for your back. Now stand nice and tall, bring your chin to your chest, roll your spine, and reach with your arms the floor. Walk into the downward dog. And here we will do the heel drops to stretch our calves, to stretch our ankles, our feet. Spine is neutral, strong core. And from downward dog, we will be doing a transition to plank. So 1 second in downward dog and then transition to a high plank for 1 second. And from high plank, bend one knee and bring it inwards. And then try to put your hip towards the floor. This is a really great stretch for your IT band, for your hip. And from here, then twist, put your glutes on the floor, extend your leg, and let's do a few seated side body stretches, trying to reach your foot with your hand. Now let's get back to high plank. Bend your other knee and put it inwards and try to put your hip on the floor, feeling that stretch, and then twist and sit on the floor and do a side body stretch, trying to reach with your hand your foot. One more. And let's get back to high plank. And let's repeat this exercise. Stay in this pose for about 5 seconds before twisting your hips and sitting on the floor for a side body stretch. Work with your own range of motion. The extended leg could be slightly bent. The angle could be smaller. Slowly get back to the high plank and change the leg. Now stay seated, bend your legs, put your arms behind you, and then gently bend them and lean backwards. This is a good strengthening exercise for your triceps, as well as a great exercise to stretch your chest and your arms. From here, we're gonna stay seated and we'll be dropping the knees to one side towards the floor and then to the other side. This exercise is called 90-90 stretch. Now put your knees to the floor, put your hips on the floor and twist to one side and stay for a few seconds and gently come out of this pose and bring your knees to the other side, twist your body and repeat. Now put your legs a bit wide apart for a pancake stretch. Put your hands behind your head and slowly lean forward without touching the floor and bring yourself back up to the seated position. Core is strong, back is not rounding, it's nice and neutral. You go as low as you can. You can bend your knees slightly. This is a great mobility exercise for the whole body, especially for your hips, for your inner thighs, for your hamstrings. Now put your feet on the floor, lift your hips up, support yourself with your arms that are behind you, and roll from your heels to your tiptoes, trying to reach the floor with your knees, stretching the quads, stretching your abs, stretching your ankles, your feet, your chest muscles. It can be a very small movement or it can be a bigger movement like I'm showing here. It all depends on your range of motion and flexibility. Now lie down on your back, rise and lower opposite arm and legs, keeping your abs engaged for our next exercise, which is called dead bug exercise. It is important to engage your core, making sure that your lower back is not bending. This is also a great exercise for coordination. Now put both of your legs up and down to stretch and work your hamstrings and your core. From here we will do a cross-body stretch. So bend one knee and put it over towards the floor. We will stay in a stretch for a few seconds and then return to a starting position. And then change the leg, bend one leg and bring it over to the other side, trying to touch the floor with your knee, feeling a good stretch in your lower back, in your hips, in your IT band, gentle movements. And now bring both of your legs to chest and we will do hip circles, opening your knees into a butterfly stretch and then bringing them both together towards your chest. Now we will do a rolling back stretch, so sit upright with bent knees and palms around your knees or your shins. Curl your pelvis inward and roll down and up on your back in a fluid motion. Let's repeat this a few times. And now stay on your back, knees to your chest, and roll gently from side to side. And then put your knees on one side, lift them up and bring them to the other side. You can do a dynamic movement like I'm doing here, or you can stay there for a static stretch for about 15 to 30 seconds. If you're doing a dynamic move, it is also great for your core strength. Now extend your legs, extend your arms, trying to reach the opposite walls for a full body stretch. And we are done for today. Great work, everyone. Well done.